Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Pastor Jeff Gross at Living Lord Lutheran Church, and I'm glad to be with you to talk to you just a little bit about judgment, or judgmentalism, if you will. And one of my favorite verses in Scripture is, "Judge lest ye be judged," which is really telling us Christians that we're not in the business of judging other people. That's God's business. Nevertheless, we have a tendency sometimes of getting into that field and therefore clouding other people's perception of who we are. And I was thinking about an example, a very interesting example of this. I was a person who grew up in a very snowy place, and I used to go skiing at least twice a week when I was a kid. And I carried on this hobby until my first call, and my friends and I would go to northern Minnesota. We'd go downhill skiing, and it was something I enjoyed very much. And one time, I was on a chairlift. Some of the best conversations you can have are on chairlifts with strangers. I really seriously mean this. It's really a great way to expand your horizon and see a world that's out there that you would otherwise not see. And one particular person I was on the chairlift was a very interesting fellow. And he had a way of talking that would be, I would probably classify, a little salty. He had no idea what I did for a living. He had no clue who I was. And I was pretty cool with that. And he allowed himself to speak, and he allowed himself to talk. And to be honest with you, I was very impressed with him. He's a hard-working family man who had a tendency of speaking a little bit off color now and then. But as we got towards the top of the hill, he asked me, "What do you do for a living?" And I told him, "I'm a Lutheran pastor." And his face went white. And he looked at me like I was about ready to judge him. And I thought to myself, that's exactly the wrong thing we want to convey to people. We love them. That's the more important thing.